Today I'm going to talk about Ubisoft's financial situation, because everyone is doing it. Now listen y'all, don't worry, I know that might sound like a dry subject, but I have a little trick up my sleeve that hopefully keeps you on the edge of your seat while I haphazardly wield phrases like minority shareholder. But first I have to mention one thing. When Nintendo announced they were suing Palworld, I said in a previous episode of Press Pause that we didn't need to worry about it having a ripple effect. But now, Nintendo is going after emulators like Ryujinx, but it's actually even worse than that, because allegedly, Nintendo might be considering going after even smaller fish, like Mariano, a just everyday, regular guy who has a dating course called Attracting the Princess, a legally distinct Italian maintenance man's guide to dating for men of the world, an online course and Patreon with Discord server.
You don't chase the princess. You get the princess to chase you.
Mariano is a small business owner, the backbone of society. He's not hurting anybody. He's just making a few bucks selling an online dating course and Patreon with Discord server. But it's come to my attention that he's worried Nintendo might try to shut down his small online business. That's not right.
There are plenty of fish in the sea.
And also, I didn't think I needed to mention this, but a few people have commented on the supposed resemblance between Mariano and me. Personally, I'm not seeing it. In any case, just to set the record clear, we're not related in any way. We're not family. And definitely we're not the same guy. I don't even see the resemblance. I don't see it. That's not what I look like. But I'll take it, I guess, because if you think we look alike, then that must mean you're calling me a handsome feller. Because that's what he is. I don't see it at all. But thank you for calling me a handsome feller by thinking I look like this guy Mariano. The point is, Nintendo, if you are listening, you don't need to do anything about Mariano's online dating course and Patreon with Discord server. This guy is just trying to make an honest dollar selling dating advice online. He's legally distinct. All right, I want to discuss the business side of Ubisoft, but I'm worried you might find it boring. So I put together a team of the world's leading engineers to build me this contraption, known colloquially as a button. When I push this button, it will trigger a chain reaction that causes a clip from Space Marine 2 to play. It's all very scientific, so I think it's easiest if I just demonstrate. Blah blah, Ubisoft shares, blah blah, Tencent, blah blah. I trust I have your attention. So let's talk turkey. In case you haven't heard, French game publisher Ubisoft is in trouble. Star Wars Outlaws had a softer than expected launch, moving only an estimated 1 million units. And last week, Ubisoft announced they are delaying the controversial Assassin's Creed Shadows into February of next year. And real fast, just to circle back, I actually don't even care if you think I'm that guy, Mariano, because I'm not, and I know that I'm not, so it doesn't matter what you think. Anyway, the poor performance of recent games has caused Ubisoft shares to go down in price, which, if you're a business person, you know that's bad. This led AJ Investments, a group out of Slovakia that has a 1% share in Ubisoft, to issue an open letter to the Ubisoft board of directors, as well as the Chinese publisher and Ubisoft investor Tencent. The letter essentially says, to paraphrase, the current state of Ubisoft is bullshit, and we want a new CEO and for the company to go private, and if we have to, we will use a French law designed to protect minority investors to make it happen. You know, I hate to keep bringing this up, but I do care. It matters to me that you understand I am not Mariano. Okay, yes, maybe I can see how we look alike, but I'm not him. Let's get back to the thing. The letter also states that recent Ubisoft layoffs were not enough, and that Ubisoft needs to lay off even more workers and consider selling studios that don't make core games. The core games being Rainbow Six Siege, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Watch Dogs, and Tom Clancy's titles such as Splinter Cell. Yeah, it said Splinter Cell. According to GamesIndustry.biz, according to Bloomberg, the Gilmour family, who currently have control of Ubisoft, are considering working together with Tencent to take Ubisoft private. Now, Tencent currently only has 9.2% of Ubisoft voting rights, while the Gilmour family has 20%. However, Tencent also owns just under half the Gilmour family. Or rather, they own 49% of the limited company the family does business through. Yes.
The princess like the music. You must always be ready to a serenade.
What the heck was that? The stupid button is busted. Okay, that's more like it. I don't know what just happened. So weird. Out of context, that was kinda lame. Not that I have context. I haven't watched that course. Because I'm a very busy man. I'm not saying the course is bad, per se. You should check it out. I hear it's reasonably priced for the amount of content. That's what I heard. In any case, the position Ubisoft finds itself in is almost certainly one of change. While I don't think Ubisoft is dying, no matter how this shakes out, the company almost certainly will not stay the same. Whether that is going private, or just a change in management, or some other unknown solution that the Gilmour family can devise, Ubisoft is going to come out of this different. And there are interesting threads to pull on, whether the French government would allow a foreign company like Tencent to purchase such a major French publisher.
You must always be ready to kiss the princess. I show you how on a dispillo.
I'm so embarrassed for Mariano. I'm glad that I'm not him. Personally, I find a lot of this business side of gaming stuff to be interesting only in retrospect, when we can see the damages or benefits it has caused. When it's a developing story, it feels like a lot of noise. It's interesting to talk about because we love games, but only having half the information means we're just groping in the dark here. I don't think we can really pin down what has gone wrong for Ubisoft. Some people want to entirely blame politics or technical shortcomings, or the fact that we're in a very weak market right now. And I really don't think we can pin it on any one thing, especially without the benefit that hindsight will bring in the solution they devise and whether it is successful or not. At the end of the day, what Ubisoft is going to have to figure out is how to deliver games that customers want to play. If they can do that better by going private, I'm all for it. And if Tencent eats them alive and turns them into a mobile-heavy, microtransaction-riddled company, we'll just have to play something else. After all, there are plenty of fish in the sea. I should go.